Hey, I hope you like this song I wrote called Can You Hear Him Calling You?
Can you hear him calling, calling you? Can you hear him calling you? He'll forgive your sin, put your faith in him. Can you hear him calling you? His arms are open wide. Put your faith in Jesus Christ, for no other name will do. Can you hear him calling? Can you hear him calling, calling you? Can you hear him calling you? He'll forgive your sin, put your faith in him. Can you hear him calling you? Can you hear the Savior's voice? Angels are waiting to rejoice. Has your tender heart been moved? Can you hear him calling you? Can you hear him calling, calling you? Can you hear him calling you? He'll forgive your sin, put your faith in him. Can you hear him calling you? Jesus wants to set you free, but in your heart you must believe. What more has he got to do? Can you hear him calling you? Can you hear him calling, calling you? Can you hear him calling you? He'll forgive your sin, put your faith in him. Can you hear him calling you? Can you hear him calling you?
Wow, this is fun. I've been able to kayak all over the United States in different lakes and rivers, even up in Alaska. And today I'm at my pond using my canoe. And I wanted to talk about beavers today because we're going to be discussing beavers on today's program. And I want you to look at this dam right here. It took me a long time and a whole crew to make this dam just in order to hold the water back. And I got thinking about the beaver. God created the beaver, and the beaver uses only its feet, its teeth, and its tail, and it makes dams that's incredible that holds back a lot more water than what this one even does. What an engineer God designed when he created the beaver. So let's learn a little more about the beaver. I was just wondering, do you know an animal that has orange teeth like this? It's called a beaver. Yep, the more orange that's in a beaver's teeth, the more healthy it is. Now usually, when we go to a dentist, we say, hey doc, what can you do to make my teeth white? But a beaver, if he could go to a dentist, he'd probably say, what can you do to make my teeth orange? You know what makes the teeth orange? It's iron. That's what makes them orange. So this is the skull of a beaver that's alive today. But check this out. I have another skull of what they used to look like during the Ice Age. And you talk about big. Wow. Look at this. Compare the two. Can you see that? This is the skull of a giant beaver. The whole animal would have been about the size of a bear. And this is a beaver that's around today. A lot of difference there.
Beavers are large, primarily nocturnal, semi-aquatic rodents. And did you know that they're the second largest rodent in the world? And a group of beavers, you know what they call them? They call them a colony. Now, beavers grow throughout their entire lifetime. It's not uncommon for a beaver to weigh up to 55 pounds. I did not know that. And females are larger than the males. And beavers can live up to 24 years, and I didn't know that either. Now, they prefer to eat the inner bark of aspen poplar trees, but they'll take other trees as well. They also eat things like cattails, water lilies, and other types of semi-vegetation. This one here is just having a good time chowing down that wood. Beavers are known for building dams that even engineers, they just marvel at how they do this. Well, the dam provides still and deep water, and that protects the beaver against predators and lets the beaver float material. What you see here is a beaver house. You know what it's called? It's called a lodge. And you can see how those beavers are going up in that lodge, and that's where they store their food. Have you ever heard busy as a beaver? Well, this guy's busy. Beavers are great swimmers, and when alarmed, they'll dive quickly and they'll slap their tail in the water, and they can hold their breath for 15 minutes. Beavers mate for life. They usually have 4 babies, and they're called kits. They have 1 litter a year, and the young will stay with their mom for up to 2 years. Then they'll be off on their own. Beavers don't have very good eyesight, and their hearing is poor as well, but they have a keen sense of smell and touch. And I've been able to see beavers up close in Alaska, in Ohio, and Canada. But look at those beautiful orange teeth. Did you ever eat green fried tomatoes? Well, we're going to have some. I'm going to take them up and fry them. Tasty, tasty, tasty. My church at the Sweet Corn Festival has a booth where they sell green fried tomatoes. I tell you what, there's always a big line outside to get the green fried tomatoes. It is a big hit. It's no wonder. These things are so good. In fact, some of the entertainers they book in at the Sweet Corn Festival, they come in their big buses out of Nashville, and they're standing in line to get the green fried tomatoes as well, because they're really tasty. That is good. I'd like to play for you a very old fiddle tune called Boil That Cabbage Down.